Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are working from the back side of the stream today, going to be doing some maintenance. And yeah, you never see it from this view. I'm way up high above it, near the beginning of the stream. You can see my turtle on the log down there, and the koi. They don't know I'm up here. I'm going to throw some food in, see if they find it. See if they come up. There they come. So anyways, we're up here at the top and we're going to be testing the pH today to see where it is, and I'm going to touch base on what the pH should be and why we want to test for it, why it's going to swing up or down, and go from there. Not a chemistry lesson, just some basic stuff, but yeah, look at them feed down there. So anyways, we follow the stream up here. I'm going to set you up right here. It's going to be a little bit awkward at first because I'm going to put the tripod down. And there we go. We're right near the stream. And the first thing you're going to notice is, what is all that white stuff in your stream? And I will get to that in just a second. But a cool little nook in the stream, really. Pretty natural looking. Little bridge under here. That's where we are. We're going to be doing a little bit of maintenance while we're here, testing the pH today. So, first thing we want to do is test the pH, and I'll explain what's going on as we go. I'm using the API test kit. It is a simple test. I brought this more for you guys because I've got this chart pretty much memorized. And what we want to do is fill it up to the 5 mil line, which is right there. So I'm going to have to reach in. Actually, I'm going to reach on the other side of the little bridge here and get some water. Oops. And I just do a little shake to get it down to the line. There we go. We want to add 3 drops of the pH test solution. 1, 2, 3. And this is an instant test, so as soon as you can shake it up, it's basically going to be ready to go. So I put the little cap on, and we'll shake it up. And then we can compare it to the chart. Now we're going for 6.8, 7, somewhere around there. That is a neutral pH. And so, yeah, we look about bang on for 7, maybe 7.2, definitely not 7.6, but somewhere around 7, so I'm happy with that. Things we are not looking for is the test tube to be yellow or dark blue, so I'm pretty happy as to where it is. Now, we want it to be 7, or they're about 7, that's neutral. Most tap water is going to, well, it depends where you live. In what part of the country or the province or the continent you live in, as to where it's going to start out. And then we have to make adjustments to get it to the pH you want. Here in British Columbia, my water is very soft and acidic to start with. It's usually somewhere around here, and it has very little buffering capacity. So with all those big fish in there that you saw, if I don't monitor the pH, any organics that they're putting in there, fish poop, is going to make the water more acidic. And being I have a low carbonate hardness, a low buffering capacity, my pH can crash very, very easily. So what I have done, I've been careful not to put anything in the pond that will change the pH that I cannot control. So there's no cement in the pond, there's no big rocks in the bottom that are made of minerals, nothing like that. The only thing I have done is, we'll get back to these little white shells here, as I go to the beach and I collect oyster shells, and I put them in the stream. There's a few clam shells in there too by the looks of it. I put them in the stream where the water passes by them, and they slowly over time dissolve and keep my water buffered slightly. If I put too many of these shells in, it's going to go alkaline, it's going to go blue, and that's going to be uncomfortable for the fish. If I don't have these in there and I keep feeding the fish and the nitrate levels get higher, nitrates are very acidic. Remember I said anything organic is going to lower your pH, so all that fish poop eventually turns into nitrates, and the nitrate is very acidic. I'm going to throw that back in, just like that. So I keep some shells in there. There's some in this side of the stream, there's some in this side of the stream, just off camera, and that is enough shells that it keeps the pond fairly balanced, as you've seen, and it keeps me from having to add any kind of chemicals to it. Now I could add a pH up to make sure the pH stays where it is, but the pH up is a one-shot deal. It's going to buffer where you want it to get to, But then being my water is soft, it's not going to hold it there for very long, and you're going to find that your water starts to come back down into very acidicness for me anyways. Now this is a koi pond. It's a natural sort of garden pond though, more like a stream, or more like a woodland garden. So I don't use anything that would make the pH alkaline. A lot of people with koi ponds actually add salt to their pond, and if you've been adding salt to your pond, you're going to find your water is very, very alkaline already, so it's going to be very blue. This scale, back to this, the more minerals you have in, the bluer it's going to be. The more organics in there, the yellower it's going to be. The less buffering capacity, the less carbonate hardness, and even general hardness is going to make it more volatile and more easily able to swing. Less carbonate hardness means it's going to resist change, and your pH is going to drop very easily. So I promise this wouldn't be a chemistry lesson. So that's all I'm going to mention for chemistry. We'll get you back in focus on this lovely little pond here. We got a pagoda beside us. I don't know if you're zoomed in or not. You're probably pretty zoomed in. My little attempt at a bonsai tree sitting on the bridge there as well. So it's a nice little quiet area back here that you guys never really get to see because it's just more of a maintenance area. But yeah, that is how you test the pH of your pond. And just a couple tips on why it swings up or down, blue or yellow. We want to keep it somewhere around 7, that's neutral. I will mention that the pH scale goes from 1 to 14, with 7 being in the middle, being neutral. So we want to keep it right around 7 if possible. Anyways, I hope you liked this video on some pond maintenance. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thanks for watching.